Did you know there's a world of sports outside the regular cricket, badminton, football, basketball, and so on? The other day, I was just surfing the internet and I stumbled upon a particular tournament or championship that takes place in the world, and I was stunned. I first of all I thought it's a spoof, but then I had an inkling, so I just read about it, and I found out that it is something people play in the world as a tournament. So I thought if this existed, there should be others as well, and I started searching for others. Well, guess what? There are a bunch of them, such crazy ass tournaments in the world that people play. And in this video, I'll share four of them, and number three and number four is what cracked me up the most. So get ready to lol. Let's go. Oh, cut. You might be familiar with the first one. It was also in a Hindi movie of Ayushmann Khurrana, and it's called Dam Laga Ke Haisha. So guessed it? Let's check it out. Behold, the wife carrying championship. So this is originated in a place called Sonkajärvi in Finland, and the history behind this is very funny. So it all started with a person called Herko Rosvo Ronkainen, also called as Ronkainen the robber, right? So he had a set of thieves with him, and it is said that he and a set of thieves, they ransack the nearby villages, they carry all the stuff. Along with it, they also carry the women from the village back to their place. I don't know how much true this is. The tale's all funny. It is not in a serious tone. And the way they carry those women on their backs is what gave rise to this particular event or tournament in Finland. So, so this started in 1992, and it is being held as an annual event in Finland in 1992, since 1992, and now it's also famous in America since 1999. So a few basic rules about this particular tournament. So the total strip is 250 meters, about 250 meters, and this includes two dry challenges or dry parts and one wet water challenge with a 1 meter deep water. So the person you carry need not be legally married to you, so it can be your friend as well. And there are three types of carrying styles. One is the classic piggyback that we already do, right? The next is the fireman type over the shoulder, and the third is the Estonian type, which is the one which is famous in this particular tournament. So the person you're carrying is upside down with their leg on both sides of your neck. So you hold it like this, and you run, and the person hold your waist. So it's easy for both of you to hold each other, and you run through the track. So this is very famous in other parts of the world apart from Finland, like Australia, UK, Germany, India, Hong Kong, and many more places. And the winner of this tournament, the prize is the wife's weight in beer. Amazing, right? And this also holds a place in the Guinness World Records, Book of World Records. So, wife carrying championship. Have you seen small babies cry their hearts out in public places, right? Like movie houses, theaters, malls, and so on. And we see parents getting anxious and hurrying to make them stop crying. We've all seen it, right? Well, there is a whole tournament built around this in a reverse way, in a reverse sense. From Finland, we now move to the beautiful place of Japan for the Naki Sumo Crying Baby Festival. You heard it right. So the early tradition is that two sumo wrestlers, they carry two babies in the arms and they stand in the sumo ring, and they encourage the baby they're holding to cry. So which baby cries first, that baby wins the tournament. If both babies cry at the same time, the one which cries the loudest or the longest wins the tournament. So in order to encourage the baby they're holding to cry, these people keep chanting Naki, 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 which means cry, cry, cry. So this is the early tradition. This sport has been in place for more than 400 years now. And even in the modern tradition, the core remains the same. Two people hold two babies in a sumo ring, right? And they encourage the babies to cry. Everything remains the same. Right now, it takes place in Shinto shrines across Japan, usually around Children's Day. So the popular belief behind this tournament is that the sound of babies crying, right? It is believed that it has the power to ward off evil spirits and negative energies. Also, in ancient Japan, they believe that the babies which cry the loudest, they grow on to become strong, healthy, and happy people. So there is a Japanese proverb called Naku Kowa Sodatsu. It means crying babies grow fastest. So that is the theme behind this particular tournament. So this takes place in many places across Japan, but the best tournament takes place in a place called Asakusa, Tokyo. More than 100 babies take part in this every year. So next time when you see a baby crying somewhere, don't allow their parents to stop it. Tell them that it will ward evil spirits off and see what they say. Don't, right? If cockroaches make you feel icky, it's time for you to look away, my friend. We now move to the beautiful nation of Australia for the Cockroach Racing Championship. Yes, the Cockroach Racing Championship. So this started in 1982 in Brisbane, Australia, at a bar of all places, right? So it is said that there were two people in the bar. They were arguing that the cockroaches in their area are the fastest. So to settle the score, they held a race in the parking lot of the bar, and a lot of people joined them to spectate, to come and see it. So this became a fun event, and then it grew on to become an annual event in Australia. So it takes place on 26 Jan every year, and this day is also named Australia Day Cockroach Races. So people can participate. They can bring their own cockroaches from their home, or they can come and buy it at the venue. Oh my god. So basic rules, just that the strip is 6 meters long, and instead of using Hot Wheels, the toy cars, people use cockroaches for the races. So there are funny names given to the cockroaches that win. So the first race, that was in 1982 in that bar, the cockroach that won was named as Soft Cocky. So there is a hall of fame for this cockroach races, and you can find different names, the winning cockroaches names. So Soft Cocky, Roach Bilboa, Roach Dundle, Priscilla, Queen of Drains, Drain Lover, and so on. So this has become a tradition in Australia, and people participate. So the cockroaches are the second fastest insects, second only to tiger beetles. So it is said that they can go to a speed of 50 body lengths per second, their own body lengths. So in terms of a sprinter's language or our runner's language, it transcends to 322 kilometers per hour, which roughly again translates to running a 100-meter sprint, our natural 100-meter sprint, in less than 1 second. Wow, cockroaches are fast. Imagine you holding a cockroach and racing it. Oof. Do you have a lot of outdated cell phones at home? Don't worry, there is a place where you can go to put these outdated cell phones in great use, to participate in a tournament and win prizes. This is again a new phone. Yes. We now move again to Finland for the mobile phone throwing championship. So it started in 2000 in a place called Savonlinna in Finland. So there was a company called, there was an interpretation and linguistics company called Phenolingua. So the employees of that company started this tradition. So they held an intra-company event where the employees brought their outdated phones from their home and they started throwing it, and the ones which throw the longest distance, they win. So the local, this gained popularity, and the local recycling services and units, they also entered into a partnership with this particular competition, and it grew in size. Now it is an annual event held in Finland. So this has actually four categories. This tournament, one is original, the other is freestyle, team original, and junior. So original is normal throwing, the one which reaches the farthest distance wins. Freestyle is you can combine lot of moves like dance moves or choreography and then throw it. Team original is same throwing style but in teams. And junior is for kids, usually for kids less than 17 years or 16 years. And has now gained popularity in other places apart from Finland, like US, UK, Netherlands, Belgium, and more other places. So, old phones, take a trip to Finland. Looks like Finnish people are crazy as fun to be around, right? So this is just a set of 4 out of a bunch of such wacky tournaments. So you can find other tournaments like toe wrestling championship in England, bog snorkeling championship. So a bog is nothing but liquid mud, like swamp type mud, more semi-solid, and imagine snorkeling in it. Happens in Wales every year. Air pillow fight championship in Japan, and extreme ironing championship. Yeah, so the participants, they iron their clothes in extreme conditions like mountain top, underwater, behind moving vehicles, on top of trains. So which condition is the most extreme and non copyable, I think that wins. And many more crazy fun tournaments across the world. So just when you have free time, just read up about them. I'm sure you will have a very happy time reading it. So that's all I had for today. If you love what you're watching, give a like and subscribe so that I can find you with such content next time on time. Um, be healthy, always be happy. Life is short. Be you, be original, and keep living your life the way you want it. I'll see you next time.